Good morning, people. It is an earlier wake up today. It is 6:54 a.m. in Vienna. We are at Vienna Centrale, which is the central train station in Vienna, and we are on our way to Prague, which you can see over here. You can probably see that. So our train's pretty much in 15 minutes or so. We will get to Prague in roughly 4 hours, and yeah, we're just gonna probably sleep. We're on 3.5 hours of sleep, so no good. There's Kayla ordering us coffee right there, and we got our Le Croix bag, croissants and sandwiches.
As you can see, there is lots of snow. There's people. Yeah, there's lots of snow here in Prague. Looks nice. And alas, we are in Prague, Czech Republic. Oh, okay. Let's go in. Hey guys, good afternoon. It's 7K and we are here in beautiful Czech in Prague. We are currently walking towards a little place I want to take Serbi, which I went to last year, but it's nice staying on this side of Prague because we're actually on the opposite side of the old town, so this time less touristy. And actually the first time less touristy. Last time I think I stayed close to the old town, but it was also a little bit tucked away, so it's nice. And Prague is not I don't know, it just feels really peaceful and calm at the moment, quite serene. It's interesting seeing it in the snow because Prague's usually known for being so stunning and, you know, really historical and grand and gothic and everything all at the same time. All these different architectural styles all mesh into one. I thought that was the biggest takeaway for me in Prague.
And you were here during the summer.
And I was here during the summer.
Why? Okay, we're on the Charles Bridge. Can't tell what instrument this is, but this is the background. Hey, wait, let me show the person holding the camera.
No, just...
Okay.
I'm really cold, come on. And then we've got our kebab here. Good morning, Prague. It's 7K. We, funnily enough, was eating our breakfast. Yogurt with granola and banana. Turns out, it's not yogurt. What is it?
It's sour cream. I used Google Translate and only found out after.
Serhan bought the sour cream yesterday. Anyways.
I'm not eating that anymore.
So now we're waiting for a church. Going to church. Uber. So we're just sorting out our plans now and trying to decide what we're going to do.
And we're having an oat flat white from Cafe.
So me being me, I got another coffee. Because, I don't know, the other one felt like it just finished so quickly. Don't know why. Did I just drink it really quickly?
I think you drank it really quickly.
Maybe. But anyways,
we're going to Prague Castle.
I went to Prague Castle. We are taking the bus. We got to buy a ticket, by the way.
Yeah,
when we get on. And also that's something that we should tell you guys. With bus or tram tickets, remember to validate them as soon as you get on. There's usually like these stamp machines on. You put your ticket in and then it validates it and stamps the time and the date that you activated your ticket. Otherwise you get fined. But
also, I just want to say Prague is, in my opinion, because it's been my first time to all of these countries, the most walkable city so far. Just, look at this. Well, it seems like all the buildings are color-coded, but yeah, you can quite literally get lost here. I don't know which train to go on.
guys, I'm here again 1 year later and it looks so different. Pumpkin soup. Say that it's actually quite sad.
Worldwide.
Ooh. Serhan's deliberating. Caricature or not? There's a lot of Christmas markets here in this square. Okay, we are trying the world famous kolache pastry, and we've got some poppy seed slash poppy seed, and then this one is your cream cheese base with walnuts, apple, or not walnuts, pecan, apple, and cinnamon. So we're going to eat it now. Apparently you're not meant to heat it up. And these are all the stores around the world that sell it, and obviously there's none in Australia yet. And we are having our yummy kebab at shawarma bar. Specialty kebab, it says. That's the description. You've got Sirhan, really big one, and then my medium one is actually really big already. And there's tabbouleh, there's chicken, there's fries, and some hummus and barbecue. So almost just like home, except it's chicken. Usually I get doner, mixed doner. Yeah, we're gonna eat now.
We were craving kebab.
We're craving it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay guys, we are yet in Prague and we are in the main shopping centre near our place, and we just went to the gym, had a free trial, so had a good session in. We were there for about an hour and a half, I'd say, and now we are currently going to be running back to our hotel room in this weather.
We have decided to catch a train at 10:15 and it's currently 8:30,
so we've technically got like an hour to get ready, or hour and 15 to get ready and make our way towards the station. And yes, I'm wearing shorts. Sirhan is wearing shorts. He's holding his clothes in his hand. We are gonna brace the cold. And how many minutes? Like
probably a 5-minute run.
5-minute run. Anyways, so here we go. Costa! Guys, on to Sirhan to explain what a hectic past hour we just had.
Hey guys, my name's Serb. So basically I saw literally an hour ago, that there was a reservation for the express train to Krakow, which gets from Prague 9:48 to Krakow at 3:30 a.m. Otherwise we would have had to change at 2 a.m. So that train was at 10:20, so I was like, Kayla, we need to make this train. Let's get ready, let's pack our bags, let's run from the gym. And we made this train with pretty much 5 minutes to spare. But it's the story of our trip at the moment. But like honestly, this was the key, because otherwise we probably would have got to Krakow tired or at sunset. So it's good that we made this train, and we got Burger King. So
Gonna have dinner now.
And we'll get to our hotel around 4 a.m. and probably pass out then.
See you guys.
Bye.
3:22, and we are going to get off this train super soon. Guys, we made it to Krakow, woo! And this is our room for tonight, and then we have to check out and then move into another room because we didn't expect to get here so early. Our bags, thank you Serbi for bringing them all up those flight of stairs. So now we're going to shower and unpack, woo! Alright guys, it's time to go to bed. We just want to say goodnight, and we are excited to take on Krakow tomorrow. Actually, today, in a few hours, we're going to go to sleep, and then we're going to go explore. See you soon. Good morning, Krakow, Poland.
Hello.
We are here looking alive despite only having like 2.5 hours sleep, 3 hours. But today's a great day. It's a sunny day. Even though there's sun, don't be deceived. It is actually -5 degrees.
It's correct.
And the maximum today is -1 degree Celsius. So hopefully that puts it in perspective to you. And right now we are going to grab some coffee and to start our day. And then we're going to try and go to Oskar Schindler's factory. So come with us. Thanks so much. Hey guys, so we unfortunately have left our plan to go to Oskar Schindler's animal factory. If you can see, that is just the end of the line, and the line stretches out, I'd say, decently 400 meters. No, 300, 200.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the hundreds. Really, really long, really busy. So I think it's executive decision. We are just going to go to the old town first. We're going to walk around, explore it ourselves. Apparently it's really walkable. Then we're going to head back to the Jewish quarter and the Jewish ghetto, which is on this side of Krakow, because we are going to do a walking tour. The hat is on. Okay, we are having our first traditional Polish meal, and it looks fantastic. Pat, shout out to Pat, Sirhan's friend. He recommended all this food, We have some potato dumplings.
Also known as WWII. And we have the kopika.
So good. Yummy.
Looks really good.
Praise report, praise moment. We were super thankful for the last 15 minutes. There was a brother named Michael. He came over to our table because we finished praying and saying grace for the food, and he asked, "Are you guys believers? Because I am too. Can I sit with you?" And we had a meal together, and we were talking about all sorts of things in life. And we just had a reflection after Sohan and I, hi Sohan, about how special it is to meet brothers and sisters united in faith all throughout the world, and how you should never be ashamed to pray in public because you never know who they'll draw in, and especially having godly conversations because people hear and people see, and be a witness to that. So that was so lovely, and we just were in awe of God and how he's working through this trip, because it's so obvious and so abundant that his presence is real. And on this trip we've met so many different brothers and sisters who also believe in Jesus and love Jesus, and we just connect somehow, and that's not by our own doing, but we know and we believe that that's a spirit leading each of us to meet each other. And I don't know, I'm just so happy. That was awesome. He's from New York. He's from New York, grew up in Brazil, and then he's also Israeli. So much insight, so much history that he told us about his family in such a short spiel. And
Also, I guess I was reflecting after, it's really, I guess, awesome to have faith connect one another, because who knows how you might feel on a day-to-day basis. Just feeling connected and comfortable enough to approach us and say he's a believer and sit down on our table is honestly a testament to God and faith. So, yeah, props to that.
I think the thing is, like, the lens that we're coming from is that we're super grateful for these moments because we know that there is so much persecution around the world. This is something we might take lightly, but we don't at the same time, because we know you could not be doing this in another country, praying out loud, sitting together and being excited for knowing and loving Jesus, and then having a meal, because you will be persecuted and you'll be called out for it. So praise the Lord for our privilege to be able to believe in him so freely, and that is why we should never shy away from being Christian, or whatever religion you are. Be true to it, and just be loving and kind to others. We finished our meal. That was a 10 out of maybe 9, maybe 8.5, because there was a bit of a hair in there.
Yeah, just on the meal, like the first time trying traditional Polish food apart from Pat's massive sausage, taken in a different context. We tried the WWII, which came with like a little carrot salad, I think, which was blended well, like really well. And we had I guess, same sort of dumpling, but with beef goulash on top. And it had a few other salads as well, but all of the mixtures worked so well together. Genuine 9 out of 10. Really, this is what we want, traditional Polish food.
Exactly.
And it's impressed us so far. I didn't know what to expect, but thank you, Patrick Benachik.
Yeah, thanks, mate. And also, quick tip, if ever you're looking for traditional cuisine, you go where all the grandmas and grandpas go, because we saw that as soon as we came in. Yep, this is the place to go. Quite a few people. And that's the church we're going to go into.
St. Mary's Basilica.
St. Mary's Basilica. Surprise, surprise, we got some pistache and hazelnut macarons. We couldn't resist it. We saw it in the window, so now we're here. And John's getting coffee. At that art wall, that's pretty cool. These are the city walls and fortifications that helped this beautiful city. Okay, so we're here at the bar, what is it called? Barbican in Krakow. So over here, all these arches. These are the only remaining relics that are from the historic old town of Krakow. And you've got the city wall there. So the city wall also had a moat, and that surrounded the old town to stop the Swedes, the Russians, and invading
Turks.
Tatars, which were actually like a group of people who originated from Turkey.
Turkey.
So.
Well, no, Turks and the Central Asia. So it wasn't just the Turks.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, technicalities. Okay, let's go. Okay, we have arrived at the Polish University, College Majus. So let's go in. Okay, so here we have Nicolaus Copernicus, who was the creator of the heliocentric theory. The theory that the sun is in the center of the solar system.
Which to this day is true.
Wow. So it looks really old. But I wonder if there's anything special about this college in particular. Let's find out. So we found out that this is the oldest surviving university in all of Poland. Okay, we made it. We made it to the house of John Paul II, who was the Pope reigning before Pope John Benedict or Paul. He was in this house as Archbishop of Krakow, Poland, before he got elected as Pope of the world in 1979, and he ruled from 1979 to 2005. So this is where he stayed. Here is his house. Bit of a better view. And an old lady just ran into us saying that we should go here. I think. I don't know. She was speaking in Polish, but I assume she was saying here behind us the church and then down there the palace. This is the oldest standing synagogue in all of Poland, dating back to when Poland became a country about the 10th century, so 7 centuries ago.
The old synagogue, right? There is only one entrance, only one room. Women can even move.
Oscar Schindler passage.
Saying that the ghetto was established here, and again, that was never true. We will get into that a little later. But first, Oscar Schindler, which you.
Hey guys, bit of a story time, so tune in. So, basically what happened was that we checked in from Krakow, Poland, and we actually didn't vlog, so a bit of an update. We went to Auschwitz. That was super sad, but not just sad, I think it was super important. I do believe that everybody should make it to Auschwitz at least once in their life, because it is real, it happened, and it is very telling on how history almost feels like it's repeating itself in this current political climate, and just in terms of what's happening in the world. And the rise of anti-Semitism as well needs to be addressed, and going to Auschwitz really, I guess, humbled Sohan and I and grounded us to see the realities and atrocities committed by the Germans at the time, the German Nazi Party, onto the Jewish people all over the world. So it was a good time in the sense of learning, being educated, and just really reflecting on our actions, our thoughts and perspectives, and how we can contribute to spreading awareness. So that was Auschwitz, and it was a whole day camp. And the day prior was just a bit of a tricky day, I think. We just needed a day to switch off and, I guess, not really film much, and there wasn't really that much to, I guess, document and be super ecstatic about. Okay, so that's that. In terms of this whole process today, we flew from Krakow, Poland, had a layover in Helsinki, Finland. When we got to the airport in Rovaniemi, all the bags were coming out. I was still super chill on my phone, didn't really budge. And then Sohan was like, "Ooh, my baggage, sorry, it's mine." That came, and then I thought to myself, oh gosh, there's less luggages on the carousel. And then I decided to look on my Find My, because I put my Apple tag in my luggage. I always travel with that. That's the one thing I will always bring. And it says Helsinki. So Finnair, first time flying with you, and I'm not going to fly again with you, because that was really sad. For a distance so close, Helsinki to here, how do you forget to load people's luggages on that? I don't know. And I think that's why my mum always says you should always have a layover longer than 1 hour, because it's not enough time for people to load your bags. And now I understand. I get it now. Anyway, so it was a whole kerfuffle, but then on top of that, it was contacting the airline, trying to speak to someone who actually had English comprehension. Whilst they could speak English, they didn't exactly understand. And so communication was another thing. Contacting the people at the airport, it was all just so disjointed. And so I'm a bit tired. And yeah. Anyways, we Ubered to our place. Sohan will show you around the place. And we've ordered pickup food. I made a filtered coffee, which is on the table.
It's immaculate.
It's actually really yummy. It reminded me of my barista days. I hadn't made a filter coffee in so long, so that was nice. This is the room. And so Han's gonna go across the road and pick up some dinner for us. It is currently 5:26 p.m. Super dark outside.
Feels like midnight.
Super cold.